Terry stealing the old man's car. All right, tell him what he wants to know.
No, Scott, not yet. But I am going to Rhode Island.
Yeah, she's going to Rhode Island on Billy's dime. A couple $100 to go drinking with her sister for 7 days.
My sister, I'm going to go to the ocean. I'm going to the pool.
You know there's sharks in the ocean.
Of course, there's sharks in the ocean.
I mean, we don't care, but we're just saying, you know, we're wanting it. Hey, what the hell's the matter with you?
You don't care.
Well, it's you going there, not me. You won't catch me near that ocean, and you got all kinds of things to eat you in there. Manta rays, eels.
Yeah, but none of that stuff really usually comes up to the shore. Me out.
Yeah, but you usually go out a little ways, don't you?
I don't actually.
You don't go out above your knees.
Mm-hmm.
You do go out, so a shark could be there below your knees.
I go out this high.
That's more than deep enough for a shark. Yep.
Because anything higher, I feel like if I want to get back in, if there's like a riptide or something, I won't be able to. And I got caught in a riptide, and it's not fun. So.
How did you manage to escape?
Because you swim with it. And you have to keep calm. That's the first
Yeah,
thing.
but you usually don't do either of those things very well.
No, I keep calm well. I mean, your first reaction is you panic, and then you remember, I better not do that.
How drunk were you at
And
the
then I'll get
time?
out. I wasn't.
Stoned.
No. Neither.
Both.
Neither.
You on vacation with your sister and alcohol's not involved? That would be like...
No, I was with everybody at the time. There's no one in cross country.
Yeah, but you all drink.
Yeah, but we weren't then.
And you were... Oh, if the 80s, you were also getting stoned.
No, we weren't either. We were just at the beach that time.
Yeah. You and the Doobie Brothers, yeah.
No, it's definitely not fun getting caught in a riptide.
Didn't they have a TV show by that name?
No.
The one with the detectives in the helicopter. Yeah, I don't remember. Back in the 80s, around the same time Magnum was on.
It's scary because you think it's not going to let you back in. All you want to do is go back in, and it keeps taking you out further. You're like, no, I want to go that way.
Well, I wouldn't know because I stay away from that. Definitely.
So then I just started swimming with it, and then it eventually lets you out.
Eventually lets you
Like,
out.
thank God. It's kind of like when you get toppled by a humongous wave, and you're like,
Haven't had that happen either.
oh, that's not fun either. You're like,
How is a
all over the
wave
place
able
like
to topple
this.
you over?
Because waves are strong, and it's like if you get a big wave and it comes crashing down on top of you,
Yeah.
and you're just like at its mercy, like being like, well,
I would have thought of
pushed
you
around
being
like-
more of an
like
immovable object.
being pushed around like you're in a washing machine. It's not fun. You have like no control of anything.
And you're voluntarily
It's
going
like-
back to the beach for more of this.
I love the ocean.
You do. Sound like the ocean don't love you very much.
It does usually.
I know what it was.
What?
When you were a kid, you tinkled in there one too many times. That's what it was. Too bad they don't put blue dye in the ocean or purple dye, whatever it is.
How many people do you think tinkle in the ocean?
Thousands, millions, hundreds of millions. Where do you think all the sewage goes? From New York City and Jersey
Lovely
City
thought
and
we'll go
Newark.
into the
and-
ocean, Jim.
Yeah, well, what do you think it does? That's a big problem with the ocean is raw sewage being dumped in there and garbage.
You know, I was just thinking that the other day because of like when they had the flooding in Long Island, all the
yes.
sewage and everything. I was like, does that go in the ocean?
Yeah, what do you think is going? Of course, it's going in the ocean, and you're gonna go pulling around in it.
Stop!
You're gonna be there in the water, a big old turd go floating by. Maybe 4 or 5 big old turds, like submarine,
Stop it.
like torpedoes heading right for you. Nice big slick of diarrhea. Yeah,
Stop! Sick.
yeah. Well, you're the one gonna be in it, not me. It's like swimming in a septic tank.
Yeah, but
And then, of course, you know there's a lot of corpses in the ocean too, right?
Stop.
People get buried at sea all the time.
Duh.
Yeah. Where do you think those bodies are still there? You're in the same water. So the water that splashed on you was moments ago in a corpse's mouth.
Stop it! But anywho, I was watching more of those diving videos that you had on there, and like,
Diving videos? What are you
well,
talking
not
about?
you, but
Oh, Diver Dan?
yeah. And he has other videos on there and stuff.
Yeah,
And
shipwreck
one of
videos.
them, one of them is they did a dive at the Andre Doria.
I know.
haven't seen it yet. They want to watch
Yes,
it.
he did. He was telling me about that today. Him
He
and
has it
John.
on the thing.
I know.
You can watch it.
I know. Him and John Ellis. That's what they do. Is a lot of wreck diving and shit like that. They were there
Really
today.
interesting videos.
Yeah, he actually works in film production. That's what he does, and he has a production company with a. Well,
I
he
can
takes
never
portraits.
dive myself, but it's interesting.
He intends to go all the way to the bottom of that pit.
Huh. I would be so panic-stricken down there. I would just like, that would not be good.
Well, you know what? We can have him film it. We'll toss you in there with a brick around your feet or something. You dive down there. He could follow you in his suit, and he could film it. You know, the panic expressions, the bubbles, all the rest. Yeah, that'd be fun. So when do you want to do that?
Never.
Okay, tonight's fine.
No.
Tied up. I know. Oh, you know what? Mike is in Carmel today.
Stop!
Whoa! What the hell's the matter with you? What? Why would you react that way when all I did was say, you know, I was making conversation? Because why?
Because.
I'm saying I was about to say, in case you have your laptop.
I don't have it with me.
Well, Mike says the hell with you. He's not going to do it now.
I know. I heard that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him say that.
Well, yeah. Because he said, he said, like, oh, what the hell is the matter with her? What does she think I'm going to do with it? Why would I want her piece of... And he said the same thing on me. He said, why would you want her piece of crap
Not
laptop?
That you would
I
want
don't.
it, but you've taken things in the past, like kidding around, and that's what Billy's talking about. He said, hopefully you get it back. I said, well, you will get it back eventually, but...
That's your problem. You're not going to get it fixed now, though.
Why?
Mike is going to fix it for you. He's not coming down here to fix it for you.
Why? Oh, I wrote some stuff for him.
You wrote some stuff for Mike. What, some kind of abject apology?
No. Some stuff that might be wrong with the computer.
And why would he even need to hear this?
Because he wanted me to write a list the last time of all the shit that was wrong with it.
My God, this is like 5 pages here.
No,
What the hell is this?
That's nothing. That has to do with my eye. Here, look, over here.
Yeah, what do you? I can't read that chicken scratch. My God, I've seen doctors with neat handwriting. What school did you go to?
Or Salem.
Yeah, Jack in the Box High? What the hell?
All right, so, you know when you do a system restore?
Yes.
Okay, well, it won't let me do that anymore. It says system restore did not completely successfully.
Did you set a restore point?
I have no idea, but it comes up with the things. It says about restore points, and it says I can restore to that point, and that's what I tried to do, and it said it can't do it. Now, then it said, it came up with an error message. It says system restore failed when scanning while fuck.
You can't even read your own writing. Your own handwriting you can't read.
Stop.
My God, I'm glad I caught that on camera. That's classic.
All right. System restore failed while scanning the file system on drive C. The drive might be corrupt. You might want to try restore...
You understand that without...
You might want to retry system restore after running check disk R on the disk. An unspecified error occurred during system restore 0x81000204. Try running system restore again. Choose a different restore point. If you continue to see this error, you can try an advanced recovery method. That's one part. Then the other part was when I tried to do the updates. Listen!
Yeah, what?
It won't let me do updates either because when I do I go F, Windows F.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I try to update, it says install, and I click on it, and then it says downloading, but then it doesn't move. So it's not really actually downloading. And then I also get like an error message after that, and it says that there was a problem downloading it and stuff. So, and that includes like the drivers for Windows 8.1 and shit.
I don't know if he can make heads or tails out of that, but...
And other Windows updates.
If you want him to fix it, he needs a computer. That's what he does. He doesn't care about any of this. He's going to wipe the operating system completely off it and put a new one on there. That's what he's going to do.
Okay, so why can't he just do that like...
Because it takes hours to do it. That's why.
Why does it take hours to do that?
You have to wipe the old system off, install the new system, which requires it to be downloaded from the internet because you do not have a restore disk. Then he has to put all the drivers back in there and make sure they work. It's all the same shit he had to do with my laptop, which, by the way, took him like 4 days. And then he's got to let it sit there and do some simple task to see if the damn thing's actually working. Because if it fails again, then he knows it's a hardware problem, not software. Or something else is corrupted in there.
Well, this said the hard drive was corrupted.
You may end up needing a the hard drive or the information on the hard drive. You may end up needing a hard drive. I don't know.
It said the files on...
Yeah, it's the files are corrupted, not the hard drive itself.
Well, it said system restore failed while scanning the file system on drive C. The drive might be corrupt.
Yeah, that means the operating system's corrupt. You have to erase it and put a new one in there. That's something he has to do.
Corrupt for?
Well, let's see. You download porn.
I don't download it though. I just look at it on the internet.
Doesn't matter. You open those sites. You open those sites probably a lot. So what do you expect? Those are all bad places to go because they're all trying to steal your personal information.
Oh,
and put,
yeah. And that was something else too, like from like different. What do you call it? Listen.
I'm listening. I have no choice. You're screaming over there. What?
So, like, it said they had like different infections and stuff on it, but I got those off. Or at least I think.
You think is right. You think. Not you don't know.
It said that they came off.
It said that might be part of the virus to tell you that it's not there anymore, when in fact it still is. So.
No, well, my
the only way
my
to
virus
know.
software was telling me that.
The only way to know is to just scrub the whole thing. That's the only way you can really do it. You got to scrub the whole thing. There's no way around that. You know, you have screwed it up so bad now that that's what has to be done. Either that or you get a new computer and start from scratch.
Well, how do I scrub it?
I really cannot explain that to you. That I didn't do it myself. I gave it to Mike to do. You know, he has restore disks of various Windows systems, or his father does. I don't know, and he will do that. Whatever the hell you want to do with it. I don't know if he'll do it now because he was kind of pissed.
Why?
Well, you insinuated you didn't trust him to do the
computer. I was not insinuating I didn't trust him.
Well, you think of it as if you entrust the computer to him, he's not going to let me take the damn thing and run away with it. If anybody was going to do something to it, he would. You know, he wouldn't have it. If he told you he was going to give it back, he means he'd give it back. Trust me, he has a much better computer than you'll ever have, so. Hey.
Ow!
He's got an Apple, what do you call it? One of those Apple
iMac.
machines. Whatever the hell it is. Costs like an arm and a leg and a small cow, but
Over
yeah.
$1,000.
Oh, well over that, I'm sure. So he doesn't need your computer.
I want an iMac.
Well, here's an idea. Get a job. Yeah, Get a job with a paycheck. Of course not. We'd rather be a bum.
Stop!
Yeah. Bumming around. Making poor Billy give you his welfare check to go away.
It was funny when he was watching the video. So that's what she does all day, sit around playing video games?
Who?
Mike.
Watching what video?
When he was watching my video last week.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's what she does. She sits around all day playing video games and looking at porn on the internet.
No, I don't do that. Hardly ever.
Yeah. That's how you manage to put all the spyware on the computer in the first place. Yeah, now you're getting it. You know, there's nothing good about those kind of sites because they're all loaded with all kinds of Trojans and worms and everything else. And when they get into your computers, for one reason, they want to steal your personal information. They do not know that you don't have 2 pennies to rub together. And it will be absolutely, utterly impossible for anybody to give you credit of any kind. They don't know that. So they're going to put all that crap on it just in case somehow you come into money. And then they find a way to steal it. If they knew you personally, they wouldn't bother. You know, they know right away, this guy, indigence.
Well, here, bring this to him anyway.
You think he's going to be able to read this, Chicken Scratch? You couldn't read this. You were unable to read this. Oh, this is going to be funny when I give this to him.
Why?
He'll laugh his ass off. So, what the fuck does she want me to do with this, is what he's going to say.
Why?
What? Think about it. What do you expect him to do with this shit on a piece of paper? He needs the machine. If you want him to fix it, he'll fix it, but he needs to have the machine. Got some nerve asking him to fix it in the first place.
Why?
Well, you've insulted the man
I never
repeatedly.
insulted him.
All I had to do a second ago was say, Mike, I think Mike is in town today, and you start screaming.
Because
Why?
Because you said he was out to get me.
That's just general principles, everybody. But
Stop it.
well, it is. You know, he's not out to get you any more than anybody else is.
Oh.
He just finds torture fun.
Stop.
And anyway, I'm sure he has better things to do today than chase around after you. Maybe. Maybe not.
Stop it.
That could be him coming right now.
Stop!
You see? With reactions like that, you know, that's insulting.
Because you said he was going to get me.
Yes, so? You should be honored. The master of getting people's going to get you. That's, you know, is taking time out of his busy schedule to put a slot in to get Terry. You think he does that for just everybody?
Stop.
You know, that's a singular honor there. That's a very small list of people. Well, actually, it's pretty big, but that he's actually taken time to make disappear or whatever, you know.
Stop.
You know, he already knows
I
what
can't wait to go to the ocean.
Yeah, well, maybe Mike will follow you there.
Stop.
Hey, kid, you want to make $10? Put this fin on your back and go near the fat lady over there. Yeah. Dun 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 dun
And he
dun.
doesn't like it when I give that shriek.
He will not be able to hear you over the shrieking of the wind near the ocean. That's all right. He'll be far enough away and
he'll
filming
hear
with a
it.
telephoto lens. Well, if the kid grabs your feet and you fall into the water completely, he'd be. That's all it'll be.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Ocean's gonna be nicer tomorrow.
What's the matter with tomorrow?
Well, it's supposed to be colder now, and it's
Well,
supposed
hey,
to be
look.
like,
We're in August.
and
Anytime
the
you
water
get a.
temperature is only like 60 something.
Yeah.
It's not bad enough. It was really cold when the first time we went, and we couldn't go in.
Oh, like you're even going to feel that water anyway. You're going to be so toasted by the time you go in there.
Maybe not.
Oh, bull. We both know about the drinking problem you and your sister have.
I don't have.
The two of you together? My God. Well, I'm just saying.
Don't have a drinking problem, and also, well, I don't really drink when I go to the ocean anyway.
You drink when you're with your sister?
Not when we're at the ocean.
Uh-oh, I hear a sirens. You do something bad?
Yeah.
Ambulance? Oh, fire truck! There we go.
I think you should go to Nuclear Lake.
Why would I want to go to someplace called nuclear anything? Okay,
Check
I
it
don't.
out.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got a better idea. You're already screwed up. Why don't you go over there?
I think you could bring a Geiger counter with you and tell me
I
if it's
own a
safe.
Geiger counter, and I would only lie. I say, yeah, Terry, it's perfectly fine. You can go on over there. And when you come back,
Go swimming too.
I'll show you a video of me over there in a radiation suit with a pegged Geiger counter. Hey, Carrie, look at that. That was just me. You'll see it pop up on the video list. How come you're wearing that funny suit and that machine's making that noise? And I'll say, well, I'm wearing a funny suit just in case it's radiation, and the machine only makes that noise when there is radiation. Oh, is that when you were bathing for 6 hours? Wow, that's brave. Well, you're not afraid of cancer anyway. Yeah. Or mutations. Yep.
The lake is really pretty though.
I've never heard of a plutonium
They said
accident.
that it
but-
glows.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No, they did like from the sun though. They
I will.
say it,
I'm
like,
sure
shines.
Mike will look it up.
But- yeah.
Mike will look it up. Nuclear Lake in Go ahead, tell him a story.
All right. It's called Nuclear Lake. It's in Patterson. I think it was Patterson. I know it's Dutchess County. I'm pretty sure it was Patterson. And it's on the Appalachian Trail. And it's it was like an old, like, what do you call it? Plant kind of place there, where like the government used to do secret like experiments or whatever you want to call it with plutonium and uranium and stuff. And this was like in the 50s. And then there was like, well, actually there was 2 accidents there. The one that was contained though inside, and it was like, I don't even remember what that one was. It was some kind of spill or something, but that was cleaned up and it was fine. And then the other one was an actual chemical explosion, and it spewed out radiation from the
A
plutonium.
chemical explosion.
Yes. It spewed out radiation from the plutonium and the uranium and stuff, and then it was like all over the ground, and they think that some of it got into the water, and they also said that they think that they were putting the wastewater into the lake too. So, but now they said that it was all cleaned up, and they said that it's safe for recreational
You
use.
do understand that there is actually no real way to clean up that kind of nuclear mess. That's why we still have
Well, I'm just saying what they said.
Pripyat over there in Ukraine.
But that's what they said anyway. So, and then also there's another place like.
What you're describing
wait.
is a disaster worse than 3 Mile
Just
Island.
listen to me.
That's a Fukushima event.
Just read it. So now there's also a place up there like a mile away from that called Cat Rock, which is like, it's like a vista point.
Because it looks like a cat?
Overlooking the whole Hudson Valley. And
Uh-huh.
it's supposed to be like really pretty there.
Really? Have you ever been there?
No, but
Who told you about this?
I read it on the internet.
You read it on the internet. Well, we all know everything on the internet. Well, everything on the internet is true, isn't it?
It was on my hiking thing because I do.
You have a hiking thing.
Yes.
Do you hike?
I used to hike. I told
When
you
was that?
Not that long ago. When.
Be specific.
Oh my God! Before I moved to Telly Foster, when we lived at Fox Run, there used to be a girl that we knew, and we used to always go hiking with her on the Appalachian Trail and all that shit. So not that long ago. But so I get like all these trail things and stuff, and this was on that.
So you moved to
I
Tilly
looked it
Foster
up.
in 2004, right? Or was it 2003?
I don't remember.
2004, right now? So that's 8 years right there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't recently.
Not recently, but it wasn't that long.
I was gonna say because you consider getting up from the couch and shuffle to the refrigerator a long and arduous journey. I'm just saying, I can't imagine you hiking anywhere.
Well, I did. And
Just
anyway,
getting up out of bed to go sit on the
Can I
couch.
have my keys now?
I don't have your
Yes,
keys.
you do.
Actually, I don't.
Gimme!
I don't have. You know why? They fell out of my hat.
Give me!
When I get out of the car, you'll get them
No, because I'm going to forget them and then I have to kill you.
when I open the door, they're gonna fall out on the road.
Gimme.
When I open the door, they're gonna fall out on the road. You'll get them then. Or I'll open the door right now, let them fall out, and you'll have to run around to get them.
No, you'll get them.
No, I won't. I'll just
Yes,
close the
you
door.
will.
No, I
Oh,
won't.
yes, you will, because then I won't let you back in.
Huh? How you gonna lock me out?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right. But you took my keys, so you're responsible.
Actually,
so you give them back
I
to me.
safeguarded them. When is the one time I ever kept your keys?
But I'm going to forget.
Even once.
Never, but I'll forget.
Y-
and
yeah.
Then you, by
See,
then
this
you're
is
gone,
this
and I'll
is
be
like with the
"Fuck."
computer again.
What?
You really think I would take your computer and keep it?
No, I said you wouldn't keep it, but you'll keep it for a little while,
Well,
probably.
why?
Just to tease me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyhow.
When I want to tease you, I put ant powder on your French fries.
Stop! That's why that pepper smells like that.
Have you ever? You really believe there's such a thing? I mean, honestly, do you actually believe
No.
there is such a thing called ant powder? Really? Honestly?
No.
You do, don't you?
I don't.
You do. Yes, you do. I can tell.
Can I make keys?
When I get out of the car, I don't want to get out of the car just to get the damn keys. I had them in my hat, they fell out, and they went down behind the seat. Yeah, you believe in that shit. I can't believe you. And you think I would be eating those French fries there was ant powder on them? That's disgusting. You may like to eat powdered bugs. I don't.
Stop!
Man.
Yeah, McCormick did a recall on their oregano.
I know they had powdered bugs in it.
I know, they said protein.
Yeah, protein. What do you think that is? Either that or somebody got ground up in a machine.
They said there was salmonella. Where does that come from?
Chicken shit. Bad chicken, mostly. Bad fowl in general. Somebody screwed up somewhere. Somebody's fired.
I think they got bug parts in it.
They probably, I gotta tell you something. All food has bug parts in it.
I know.
The USDA actually has an acceptable level
I know
of
they do.
insect parts
It's
in
disgusting.
our food supply. You cannot keep bugs out. It's simply
still
impossible.
disgusting.
They're harmless.
It's still disgusting.
How are they disgusting?
Because they're bugs.
There are people that boil sheep's eyeballs in broth and eat it.
Ew!
Well, they do. Okay, they eat that. And you worried about
Stop!
an unidentifiable, ground-up, microscopic bug part that you can't see anyway? You know what else? Their bug eggs are in there too.
No!
Well,
Stop it!
That's what. Have you ever seen the warnings on a bag of flour? No, you wouldn't. You'd never use flour, but any kind of like dried food, they warn you that has a certain shelf life because it'll start developing mealyworms if you leave it too long. That's why. That includes any kind of grain.
So if you eat the insect eggs, will they grow in your stomach?
Yes, they will. They will enter your bloodstream and migrate to your brain.
No, but the stomach
But in
acid
your
will
case,
probably
you'll be
kill 'em.
safe because there is nothing there anyway.
Right, though?
Yes, of course it will. What do you think? It's going to be like aliens, and the egg hatches in your stomach and think it was erupting out of your skin? What the hell's the matter with you? My God. You've been on the internet too long. You believe too much bullshit. Did you hear the one about the UFO?
What UFO?
I don't know.
No.
One coming in the night to abduct you.
No.
I bet you'd love that, wouldn't you? A little excitement. You get to go in a spaceship.
Although it might be interesting seeing the little people.
How do you know they're little?
Well, I don't really.
They could be huge.
It could be.
They could be carnivorous.
I don't think they're carnivorous.
Oh, yes, they are.
No.
You just know they are.
How do you know?
Because that's just the way it's going to be.
No.
Anything that has enough balls to cross intergalactic space to get over here is going to be just as nasty as we are. And we are carnivorous. Be like going to a different restaurant for them. Oh, look, and the morsel came to us. They come nicely packaged in these little boxes made out of some kind of fiber. We just rip the top off, reach inside, and grab it, wiggling and screaming and pop it into our mouth. And making funny noises. They wouldn't know you were screaming. Making irritating noises, and we pop it.
You know they wouldn't know you were screaming. Maybe they know what screaming is.
How are they going to know what English is if they've never been to Earth before?
The same way I know what Spanish is, even though I've never been to
Yes,
Spain.
but that's a human language. Humans understand it. We understand what our languages are, even if we can't necessarily speak it. But if you were a completely alien being with a totally alien culture or whatever might pass for one, hell, they could be telepathic. They might not even know what speech is. Or noise to that. They may not have ears. You think about that. How would you communicate?
It seems to me you think that they would be inferior to us, where I think they would be superior.
I never said they were inferior to us.
Because you think that we know what speech is, but you think they wouldn't.
I'm saying they may not. They may have another means of communication, far beyond what we have.
They probably would have another means of communication, but they probably know what ours is too.
Unless they've spent many, 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 many years studying us.
Which they probably have.
And making special note of which houses contain the fat morsels. What's the matter with you?
Shut up!
What? Oh, you know some fat people?
Yeah.
Who? Well, you, for one, but...
You can send them right over to Tilly Foster.
Uh-huh. That's a terrible thing to say about Mrs. Brady and see, or Diane. I must see they know. I saw Diane the other day.
Yeah.
Like in her new car, I guess.
She had a new car?
Yeah, a little Hyundai. And kids there, too, home from college.
Yeah. My niece is getting all ready to go to college.
Good for her.
Getting all her stuff together.
Blowing town. Time for the constant one never-ending party.
It's exciting, but it's scary, too.
Why is it scary for you?
Well, to think she's going to be out on her own for...
I think she's probably more capable than you are. For one thing, she's smarter. Hey, that was a compliment.
Fuck you!
Why would you want to say something bad about the kid?
I don't want to say anything bad about the kid, but I don't want to say anything bad about me either. I'm smart,
What?
too.
I said she's obviously smarter than you.
Why?
Well, for one thing, she's gainfully employed. Right there is a biggie. Another thing, she is attending college. That means that she was at least...
Because of money, not because
You were
of...
too stoned in the 80s. Who are you
Bullshit.
kidding? So that says right there that she's probably got a good head on her shoulder. She could pass the PSATs, the SATs, all that shit. And you said she was valedictorian, didn't you?
No.
What was she?
I said she was that. No, I said she was on the honor roll.
There you go. Honor roll. So that shows right there probably smarter than you. And let's face it, as you get older, brain cells atrophy and die. And with you got the drug use on there too. And all the alcohol. You know what that does to your brain. So most kids are smarter than we are. The only difference is we have more street smarts. Because we've been out there a little longer. But when it comes to the technical shit, these kids are light years ahead of us. The average 10-year-old will look at your computer and start laughing. You can't figure this out in 10 minutes. It's working. Cell phones, iPads, all that shit.
10-year-old.
I don't know any 10-year-old. Why don't you ask Diane's daughter, the serial killer? The one you're afraid of?
I'm not afraid of her. I just said I thought she would grow up to be a serial killer.
Really? I'm glad you said that on camera because she's going to hear it. Because she is definitely going to hear this now.
Stop.
I say, hey, kiddo, I got a victim for you. She screams really loud, so bring a gag.
Stop.
Nice thing to say on camera. Diane does have this link, right?
I want Mike to fix my computer.
Well, you better bring Mike your damn computer and stop crying and whining about it. Because he's pissed off. I don't think he will do it.
Why?
You pissed him off. You're wasting his fucking time. He put time aside to do it. And where's the computer? It's not here. Well, I got all the discs here. I'm ready to do it. I got the flash drives. And what do you mean it's not here? Well, she thinks I'm going to take it and run away with it or some shit like that. You don't want to know what he said after that.
What did he say after that?
Nothing complimentary about your intelligence. And you had to come and do.
Why?
You know how expensive it is to have that kind of work done? That's $200 or $300 worth of work from a specialist. And a man's offering to do it for free. And you're wasting his time, giving me these handwritten notes to hand him as if he's going to tell you how to fix it. You want it fixed? Bring him whatever the hell he asked for, and he'll do it for you. Maybe. Matter of fact, he'll be at my place when I get home, probably.